I think it is. Hello, everyone. How are y'all doing tonight? You all right? Shaz, hello, hello. Thank you so much for liking the YouTube over there. By the way, this is a good ow, that's bright yellow. Sorry. This is a good point in time to ask you all, if you're over on YouTube, to please do like the live stream. And if you're watching this after the live stream is finished, like the VOD. Because from now until Monday, every 4 likes on all of the live streams or all of the VODs from the live streams equals £1 that I will give to our charity of the year, which is Cats Protection UK. I would say that over on Twitch, you can put your channel points into the Give Your Points to Charity Challenge, but y'all cracked that in 7 minutes on Monday, which is freaking awesome and a really, really good good record there, or good new record. That's fine. So Shaz, you had a good day. Yesterday was very emotional, but you had a great day. I'm glad you had a good day, and I hope today is just as good. I know it's like 5 o'clock in the morning where you are, so hopefully the rest of your day is fantastic. I saw your video that you shared over on the Discord, and that is absolutely awesome. Also, I agree, Adele is one of the best musical artists out there. Hands down, definitely. I absolutely love Adele. She's seriously awesome. Hold on a second. I need to clean my glasses because they're all smudged because I made the mistake of rubbing my eyes while I was wearing my glasses, and that never that never goes well. Sorry. I had spaghetti tonight. I fixed a really nice spaghetti with tomato sauce. And there's one little problem with fixing spaghetti with tomato sauce. It also included dried chilies. And when you've been cooking with chili, with any form of chili peppers, either dried chili pepper flakes or fresh peppers, any form of spiciness, never rub your eyes. That way equals like pain. Trust me on this. Not that I know from experience. Not me. No. I know nothing like that from experience. Not at all. Hello, Optine. How are you doing? You doing okay? Give me 1 second, and I will open up Wisebot and initiate that, because once again tonight I have forgotten. I'm going 3 for 3 this week. 3 live streams, and each time I've forgotten to load up Wisebot. There we go. Wisebot is all loaded. Also, I need to say a huge thank you to Dominique. Yes, Dominique, for the follow over on YouTube. They've been my latest. Thanks, Often. Dominique de Gemini. They are my latest subscriber over on YouTube, which is awesome. So thank you so much for that. By the way, did you all know that right up there, right there, that shows my latest follower on both YouTube and Twitch. So that's my latest Twitch follower, Green Gem, and Dominique is my latest Twitch subscriber. Which I think's pretty cool. And I believe it also works that way for subscribers over on Twitch and paid members on YouTube. So new members on YouTube and new subscribers on Twitch also have their names showing up there. I'm not sure what all. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. I'm not sure what all shows up, but I know that at least the subscribers and followers do, which is pretty cool. Anyway. Often we can do better. Next week, 6 minutes, so you'll be gone for at least the start of the stream, so maybe not. Oh, dear. And Shaz, the dogs had you up at 2 o'clock. Oh, geez, Shaz. I am so sorry to hear that. That's not good. That is not good. Shaz, you love homemade spaghetti bolognese. It was so tasty. I made it with, the sauce was made with olive oil and butter melted in a saucepan, and then I added fresh basil, cooked it down until the basil was nice and soft, and all the basil oils had gotten into the olive oil and butter. Then I added chili flakes, poured the lot into my blender, zhuzhed it up until the basil was all nice and zhuzhed, in with the oily butter. Um, and then drained that out into a bowl. Then in the same pan that I made the chili basil oil, I put more butter in the pan, added an onion that I had sliced in half, fried the onion in the butter until the onion was really nice and charred on one side, poured in the tomatoes, the chopped tomatoes, then added about half of the basil chili oil, and then the other half of the oil I put on ciabatta bread to make a nice chili garlic, and mozzarella bread, basically. Sorry, I couldn't think of the word there. And then added the cooked up the pasta, added the pasta to the tomato sauce. And it was really, really nice. Very, very tasty. And very filling. But yeah. Opting wise about working confirmed. Yes. How you doing, Augie? You okay? Don't talk to you about being up early. You were oh geez. You didn't go to bed until 1 o'clock this morning and you were up. You only got like 4 hours sleep, Augie? Oh geez, less than. I am so sorry to hear that. Hopefully, hopefully you'll sleep better tonight. Wow. I am very rarely. Usually I go to bed at 11 o'clock. Between 11 and 11:30, I'll go to bed. Um, Depending on how long we stream for, and then or if we have an evening stream. So usually, like on nights where we have an evening stream, I go to bed between half 11 and quarter to midnight. On non-stream nights, I'm in bed by 11, and I turn off the lights at about midnight because I like to read in bed before I go to sleep, and I am out like a light until 7 o'clock in the morning. At which point in time I get up, use the toilet because my bladder usually is screaming at me at that point in time, and then I go back to bed and try to sleep for another hour or two before I get up at 9. Rock your world. Ooh, nice number. 69-month resub. Thank you so much for the nice resub there, Rock. Auger. Augie, thankfully you've been given an unexpected holiday at work. Oh, really? Is it a welcome unexpected holiday at work, or is it an unwelcome one? How are you doing, Rock? You doing okay? And Augie's reached a 7 stream streak. Congratulations, Augie. Enjoy the 450 bonus channel points. Augie, it's a very welcome one. You're so tired. Oh dear. I know how you feel. I have been on the go every single week, every single day for the last 3 weeks. So totally know how you feel. Shaz, you're now saying Pogger in real life to your dogs. Oh my god. Rux, college keeps stressing you out. I'm sorry to hear that, but does it at least cheer you up to know that you're spreading the Pogger? The Pogger is spread to Australia now. You've got Shaz saying Pogger to her dogs. So, and you pull the Pogger face. So you're going Pogger at the dogs. That is absolutely hilarious. Do they pog back? We have to know. Do they pog back? Rock, the pogger brainworms are spreading all across the globe. I love it. I love it. Optin, what have you done, Rock? You're corrupting the innocent. Well, Shaz, anyhow. Shaz, lol it, innocent. What does that word mean? It's a smoothie drink, isn't it? Innocent. It's a brand of smoothies. I usually get socks from Innocent. Innocent is a for it, I don't know if you get Innocent like if you can find them over in Australia, but they're a UK based company and they make fruit smoothies. And every once in a while, well, back when I was you know active on Twitter, ev but once a year they would give away socks. I'm not kidding. They would give away Innocent branded socks. And I got like 3 pairs of socks 3 years running. One pair of socks for 3 years in a row from Innocent, and they were some of my favorite socks. I still think I have like 1, maybe 2 pairs left that haven't like, destroyed themselves or because of they're so old. But yeah, really long lasting socks. They're over 10 years old. The remaining pair that I've got. But yeah, I used to get socks from a smoothie company. They were wacky like that. They were an awesome, awesome company. I like Innocent. Rock Pogger's gonna take over the world someday. Oh dear. Shaz, you have heard of them? Like, yeah, they are fruits. Yeah, it's fruity drinks. It is literally like zhuzhed up fruit that's been put in a blender and zhuzhed until fully blended and turned into a drink. I used to like them. They also do. I haven't seen them for a while, but Innocent used to do these little hats for their bottles, and they did it for charity. People would get together and they would knit these little tiny cute hats for the Innocent smoothie bottles. And it happened every year around wintertime. And you could get these cute little knit hats for all of the bottles. You could go out to the shop and buy a Innocent smoothie with a little cute hat on the top. And they became collector's items. But you get like little old grannies, and people knitting clubs knitting all of these hats, sending them into Innocent, and then Innocent would put them on the bottles, send them out to the shops. It was a whole thing, and the whole reason for it was to raise money for different charity, so which is absolutely lovely. You love to see it. So yeah, I actually have a couple of the knitted hats, I think, somewhere. And they're absolutely adorable. One is a strawberry. So a little tiny knitted strawberry hat. Rock fruit. No, no, not that kind of fruity rock. Not that kind of fruity rock. Okay. It is absolutely adorable though, let's be honest. All right, so let me just make sure that we're doing okay on everything. Yeah, we got excellent connection across the board. Not that I can control it if we don't, but it's fine. So what are we doing tonight? No, really. What are we doing tonight? Because I can't remember. Kidding. I'm kidding. We're playing Sims 3 tonight. Um, this is the last night of The Sims 3. And last week was supposed to be the last week of The Sims 3, but Augie redeemed play a game and asked me to play Sims 3 again. So we played it this week as well. Tonight is the last night of Sims 3, and next week we're going to start Sims 1 for a week. I'm thinking we're gonna do the wishes challenge in The Sims 1 as well, but I'm not. God dang it, Rock. Opting who gave Rock points. You were waiting for that, weren't you, Rock? You were just waiting. Absolutely love it. Oh dear. Upting, I do need to make Shaz's sound alert. I've got it. I just haven't had time and keep forgetting to go over to Wisebot and put it in Wisebot. I'll get there. I will 100% get there. It's just So much to do, so little time type of thing. Pardon me. Tomorrow, I promise, my plans for tomorrow is we have to go look at a house tomorrow lunchtime. So tomorrow morning, before I go and look at this new house, or before I go look at this house, um, tomorrow morning I will do your sound alert, Shaz, and I will also do the new decorations for the starting soon screen. There we go. And Shaz, you need to find a good fast pattern to make some hats for the NICU babies at the hospital. Oh, nice. Um, I've got a crochet book if you want it, Shaz. It's is it a PDF? It's a digital book, but it's called Not Your Granny Squares, or Not Your Granny's Granny Squares is what it's called. But yeah, it's a PDF style book. So I can give it to you if you want. I think I might be able to send it to you in a DM via Discord. And it's got quite a few really neat crochet designs or crochet patterns. I don't know if any of them are baby hats, but there are a few really nice patterns there that you might be able to turn into baby hats, if that makes sense. Rock, who all has redeemed Sims 3 at this point? You, Augie, Shaz. Augie, if Rock hadn't, you had 10k points waiting in the wings. Oh my gosh, that is hilarious. Opting, not you yet. By the way, you might have to clip my reaction, and that moment was priceless. Oh dear. Shaz, oh my gosh, I hope they're okay. I'm guessing it's a dog. Poor doggo. Hopefully they didn't get into something they weren't supposed to. Tonight is the last night of Sims 3. Last week was supposed to be the last night, but then another week is redeemed, but Rock. Yes, yes. Okay. So, anyway, Sims 3. So let me open up EA because I got sidetracked. Let me open up the EA app, grab The Sims 3, and let us begin. So if since we're playing Sims 3 next week again, this week or tonight, I really want to work on her lifetime wish. I don't think we're gonna get there because she really needs I think she needs to like max out her athletic skill, and she's only on like level 6 for her 6 or 7 for athletic skills. So, but that's why we made the outside exercise garden last night. So, I think tonight we're going to work on upping her athletic skill, and then possibly, ooh, I like that. Hold on. I I saw the daily deal, the potted cherry blossom, and I'm like, ooh, that's really cheap. Let me grab that. Okay, there we go. Right, install. And that should do it. Okay. The neat thing about The Sims 3, did you know that The Sims 3 online shop is still open? You can still buy Sims 3 sim points to purchase things in the shop. Ruck, yeah, I know. It's because I saw a thing in Sims 3 shop, and I wanted to buy it before I opened up the window. Okay, we can do this now. It's fine. Ruck, at what point am I going to be like, you know what? No, I'm done with Sims 3 and start refunding points. Um, I'm thinking that if this next week will probably be the last week that I will allow you all to do Sims 3, just because the sim once we get the Sims lifetime wish done, then that is the end of the wishes challenge. So I probably will say, yeah, sorry, but I'm gonna have to refund your points after next week. Okay, it's mushed all of my. Okay, it's fine. Let me give me a second. It's forgotten the resolution again. It does this sometimes. So let me fix this. Come on, hurry up. Yeah, it seems to think that it's an old CRT resolution. Again, why it does this, I have no idea, but there you go. Rexo, in other words, you were the last person allowed to read it. Yes, yes. Just because once we finish her lifetime resolution, we'll have finished the challenge. And I literally don't know what else to do for that challenge once she's finished her lifetime resolution, so... Okay, once it's finished connecting... Okay, so if I go into options and we do screen size 1920 by 1080p, thank you. No, 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 wrong button. There we go, apply changes. All of the windows go back to normal on this side, fantastic. Awesome. And now what I want to do is I want to go into options and I want to turn on a few things here to try to brighten it up because, again, it's like super duper dark. So... I'm just going... Yeah, I know. Stop telling me all these things. Okay, we'll do that, we'll do that, we'll do that. Reflection quality up. Yes, I know restarts required. Edge smoothing. Lighting and shadows. Tree detail. Okay, now we'll go into sound, turn things down. It's just forgotten all of the settings is what's wrong. Literally all of the settings is just gone. Okay, so we've done that. Turn on edge scrolling. Game options is good. Video capture, I'm not interested in. Music, online. Seasons, okay, so graphics. Just checking everything. It looks all okay. So now I'm gonna have to restart the game. I hit the wrong button, it's fine. So I'll restart, once I've loaded in, I'll save it just to make sure that it's all saved. Then I'll restart, and we'll do that. Maverick, hello! How are you doing? Sorry, the game has just decided to forget everything that I've ever told it to do. So my brain has gone into full admin mode. But how you doing, Maverick? You alright? Glad to see you. Thank you so much for the hydrate. I do appreciate it. Ruck, what would be funny is if you started redeeming Sims 1 every week after that, since I'm moving to Sims 1 after Sims 3. It'll end up being December before I'm back to Sims 4. That would be absolutely hilarious. And I would not put it past any of you to do that. It's because it would be really funny. Find the window in a can. I have no idea what I'm looking at. Oh, is that it? I have no idea. Is that it? That? I don't know. That? Where's the window? Where's the can? I don't know. Who knows? Has the game decided to crash on me? That would not surprise me. Come on, game. You can do it. I believe in you. You can do the thing. The game is like, no, Muir. No, I just give up. This is what the game is like. The game is like, forget it, Muir. I just give up and yeah, I'm not doing anything. I do love the music in the background though. Rock, it'll be 2026 and I didn't finish the Portal Project Challenge, so I just move on to Minecraft. Like, you know what else I haven't done? I haven't finished prepping for the Portal Project Challenge in Minecraft, and I don't think I'm going to be able to with moving house and everything. So, the Portal Project Challenge is, oh, there we go, is basically going to be completely I'm gonna have to nix what little bit I've done, and we're gonna have to do it via a spin wheel again. Just because I am not gonna have enough time to build up this story the way I wanted again. Um, it's fine. It's fine. It's one of those days with me. I swear. All right, let me quit out and then restart. It's fine. Maverick, you're doing all right. I'm glad to hear it. I'm just fine. My brain is completely scatterbrained tonight, but it's fine. My brain is always scatterbrained, so you know. Rack, am I going to extend Sims Portal Project into next? No, no. Um, I think, to be honest, I've done enough of the Sims 4 project Portal Project challenge to know that it is a viable challenge, either as a short, as a short challenge, or as a proper play the, long term play the game style challenge. So either way, where is the EA app? There it is. Either way, it will work. Can I? Hello? Hello? Can I play the game? Sorry. Hold on. The game's yeah, EA's like, no, Muir. No, you cannot play anything tonight. Not at all. You cannot do anything tonight, Muir. This is my life some days, I swear. Some days my computer absolutely hates me, and you know what? It's fine because there are times where I hate it as well. Okay, I think I've got it completely shut down now. So now I just go back into the EA app, reload, and hope that it will let me play The Sims 3. Shaz, you're back and you lost the fur that you cut off while grooming Loki, and Molly last night. You found it. Loki just vomited it up, and oh, poor doggo. The poor dog. Rock of Sims 3 doesn't work tonight. You know what you're gonna ask. Do you want me to play The Sims 1? I can totally play The Sims 1. Oh, but how is your dog, Shaz? Is Loki okay? Poor doggo. It's never good when a dog is ill like that. For you or the dog. Okay. We finally got The Sims 3 up and running now again. Shaz, you missed it. You missed all the fun. The Sims 3 didn't want to run because it had forgotten all of the settings. So I've had to redo all the settings and restart The Sims. It loves me. It really does. Shaz, no, not poor dog. He ate a pile of fur. You're trying to train them to leave it so they don't eat everything that's dropped on the floor. Do you think do you think Loki will learn his lesson this time? I can just picture you going, let that be a lesson to you, Loki. Don't eat everything on the floor. Am I right? Am I right? Find the stray window. Find the guitar. Why is everything so white in this? Find the door. Find the curtains. Find the chair. Find the crown molding. Find pyro pit. There we go. Okay, so now Shaz, no, Loki refuses to learn. Oh dear. Yep. I don't know why, but every time that my computer updates, certain things just get forgotten. Certain settings, and it's not every time. It's like some updates, my streaming program forgets my microphone settings, um, and then sometimes my streaming program is fine. Other times my games will lose their graphics settings. And it's like I don't understand how sometimes some things can lose their settings and sometimes they do. It's a whole thing and my brain hurts just trying to figure it out. So I just am always like, yeah, okay, fine, whatever. My computer is updated, so therefore something is going to break. And speaking of something breaking, let me see if I can um turn up the uh what you might call it. Um the brightness, that's the word. Let me see if I can turn up the brightness. Because I'm just looking at my computer and it is so freaking dark. So let me just do that real quick, play around with the settings again, and see if I can improve on the graphics. So the graphics is actually pretty much as high as I dare make them for streaming. So I'm going to X out of that. And it's still really dark. So give me a second. Hold on. Shaz, whenever you take your dog outside to the toilet, you're continuously saying, don't chew and leave it. Oh dear. I'm surprised that Loki doesn't think that his name is don't chew or leave it. Oh, yuck, Shaz. Ew. Augie, you watched the Thursday Murder Club film today? Oh, is it any good? I was thinking of going to watch it or watching it when it comes out on like Amazon or whatever. But yeah, is it any good? She has lighting and shadows and settings. That's up as high as it'll go, but I'm actually going to up the brightness on my monitor, and see if that works. So give me 1 second. Nope, that doesn't do anything. Sharpness isn't going to do anything. Brightness is up to 100. Nope, that's darker. Hmm. Nope. That it's as bright as I can make it. So, Augie Thursday Murder Club is a cozy, fun, quintessentially a British film. It's now on Netflix. Okay, cool. I'll have to see if I can watch it. So I can't make it brighter here. So if I give me a second, now go into meld and just check. I'm just checking my preferences in my streaming studio to see if there's any way I can brighten the game up. Okay, so that's about as that's fine. The frame rate is good. The video bit rate is as high as I can get it. Yeah, I don't think... Let me try turning up the nits and see if that works. Nope, that did absolutely nothing. Okay, I'm gonna have to do some research and contact Meld and see if they have any ideas as to why it's so dark, and I'll have to go from there. It'll be fine. I'll see if I can get it fixed for next week for you all. We'll see how it goes. Augie liked on YouTube. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. And Chaz, you scrub the heck out of your hands with a nail brush. I can believe that. I can 100% believe that. Chaz, you can't see me adjusting the brightness on the monitor. Yeah, and it's not showing up as brighter on the stream preview either. So I have to assume that it's something else. It's probably some real weird hidden setting, either in The Sims 3 or in Meld, that I need to mess with. So we'll see how it goes. Shaz, it's the darkness. I don't like that it's so dark. I mean, what I could do, because where it's light, it's light. So what I could do is I could go into lighting. In fact, this might be a good idea. So if I just grab a bunch of like cheapo lights in The Sims and just place a bunch of lights on the lot, then it should be okay, right? Yes, you may. So let's see. I'm just gonna dot as many lights as I can around here. You got popping candy. Nice. What, mate? Yes, you can play with your Furbies after chores. Did you all know that Paul likes Furbies? I'll bet you didn't know that, did you? Shaz and antibacterial soap, and either Eddie or Molly. Oh no. It's starting to get smelly and you do not like it. Baking soda. Baking soda, Shaz. That will help get rid of any doggy odors. Trust me on this. Baking soda is your friend when it comes to dogs. Okay, so I've spent all of her money on lights. And what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna move them around a little bit so that we can, so that they're kind of dotted around, you know? Just so that it's not made that much of a difference, has it? But, you know, if I just dot them around here and there, then it might brighten up the place a little bit, and you might be able to see a little bit better. Right? So we'll put some inside, and we'll put some outside, and it'll be fine. I don't think these lights are very good, though, but, you know, it's fine. There we go. At least it's a little bit brighter. Not a lot, but it is a little bit brighter. Okay. There we go. It's not very better. It's not much better, is it? Rock, just fill every single possible spot on the lot with lamps. Yes, 100%. Shaz, please share your popping candy, Paul. Nope. Paul is not gonna share his popping candy. I originally bought that popping candy from me, and he decided that it was his. And I didn't have the heart to tell him no, you know. So, every once in a while I'll steal a packet, because he's got like 20 of them. Rock, Paul likes Furbies? I know, right? Augie, what? Why am I only learning this now? Exactly, exactly. Okay, I'm gonna turn the music off. There we go. Shaz, you have a small carpet cleaner and expensive cleaner, especially for dog accidents. Ah, okay. But yeah, if the carpet cleaner doesn't work, I kid you not, baking soda. Baking soda works wonders. You can just like sprinkle baking soda, and like if you have any lavender, so dried lavender and baking soda, or just stick lavender inside baking soda so that the oils infuse inside the baking soda, sprinkle it on your carpets and hoover it up. Let the baking soda sit for like half an hour and then hoover it up, and it makes the entire carpet just smell so nice. It neutralizes like 90% of the odors. Not even kidding. Maverick, you're doing all right. Glad to hear it. You're working on a thing. I'm curious now, Maverick. What thing are you working on? Can you share? Rock, do I use Stream Elements or Wisebot? I use Wisebot and Fozzabot now, mostly. I do use Stream Elements a little bit, but I use mostly Wisebot now. Why? But yeah, I'm trying to go over to Fozzabot as much as I can, but for sounds, stuff like sounds is Wisebot. Shaz, you're using your own concoction of baking soda, dishwashing liquid, and vinegar. That works as well, but you ran out of baking soda. Oh, okay. Shaz, which do I use for the commands? Yeah, so for sound alerts, I use Wisebot. For other alerts, like Stream Elements will say when someone is subbed or has followed, I think, over on Twitch. I really need to figure out how to get my bot, either Stream Elements or Fozzabot, attached to YouTube, because right now, it's none of my bots work on YouTube properly. So I really need to work on that and figure out how to do that. Maverick, you need to make a GIF based off of Heartstopper because you say sorry too much. I mean, same, to be honest. You should see all the times that I cut things out of my my YouTube videos, because like I'm recording for my YouTube videos, say, and I'll mess up a line or I'll mess up what I say, and I'll stop and I'll go, "Oh, I'm sorry. Let's try that again." And I'm like, why am I apologizing when I'm just recording and not live streaming? There's no reason for me to apologize and say, "Oh, I'm sorry about that. Let's try again." But I've gotten into the habit of it, and I cannot get out of the habit of doing it. But it's kind of worked out in a way, because now when I'm scrubbing through my recorded footage, my raw footage, every time I hear "I'm sorry, let's try again," then I know to put a cut there. Put a cut at the start of the stuff before I say "I'm sorry," and then after "try again," because I know that whole lot there is gonna be a repeat. Which I think it works, you know, but it's fine. Shaz, you used to say sorry all the time due to your first husband being mentally abusive, but you grew out of it when you divorced his arse. Good on ya, Shaz. Good on ya. I used to say sorry a lot just because I was extremely polite. So I'd do something, you know, like I'd burp or something. I'd go, "Oh, I'm sorry about that," or I would talk out of talk over someone. Oh, I'm sorry. Just because I was just super polite. Okay. So she's working on her athletic skill autonomously. We have just going over what we need to do. She's got her work starts in 20 hours. Okay. She definitely needs to get her athletic skill up. And she also needs to get her logic skill up. She's she's got outstanding status with her boss, and she's in an excellent mood. So that is good. I can't do anything about her hunger. She needs to learn the martial arts skill. So I'm thinking that we could probably go take a holiday to China real quick so that she can learn the martial arts skill. Ooh, good job, Mersada. So if I do cell phone and travel services. Oh, she doesn't have any money. Never mind. We're gonna have to wait a day or two for her to get the money because I bought all of these lights. So we're gonna have to wait a bit for that. It'll be fine though. It'll be absolutely fine. We'll just let her do this. Rock, you don't know if this is gonna work through chat, but you're gonna try something. Add command Furbies. Did you know Paul likes Furbies? Yay! Falsabot did the add command, but the count command isn't working properly. Yeah, error invalid tag. So the command count command isn't working properly. Yeah, the counter doesn't work. So if I hold on. Sorry about this, everyone. If I go to Fossabot, no, wrong. FO Fossabot. There it is. And I log in with Twitch. Yep, that's good. Okay, hold on. I think I need to log in through YouTube. I think it's that one. Okay, so if I do that. All right, route created command. Let me go to my commands. So we've got the Furby command. Where is it? Furbies. There we go. So if I edit that and see about the count. Hold on. Dead bees. Hello. How you doing? Glad to see you. You're on a bus traveling across the state. Ooh. Safe travels, my friend. I hope you're doing okay. Rocky, you use the Wisebot tag thinking it'd add from Wisebot. And yeah, Maverick, I am so sorry that you went through that with your ex. I'm glad you're out of it though. 100%. Quick intermission to add a Furby count command. Yes. Okay, so let me just check here. So Fossabot count counter. Aha. Okay. Okay, hold on. All right, so let's see. I think that might work. Whoops, wrong place. All right, so if I go to there and then Furbies and edit and then do there. The command for the count was, or the count function was almost correct, Rock. For Falsabot, it's $ open parens count close parens. So if I save that, that should work. Try it out. Deadbees, your signal isn't strong enough for Twitch, but you had to pop in for the homies. Oh, thank you so much, Bees. I really, really appreciate it. You're stuck on the bus for 5 hours and someone brought their dog. Oh no. If the dog is like barking a lot or really stinks, that's going to be a long 5 hours. But hopefully the dog chills out. And yeah, what Augie said, Shaz, yeah, it can be difficult being in abusive relationships, but yeah, at least both you and Maverick are out of your abusive relationships now, and you can just live the rest of your lives to its fullest. Definitely. Yay! There we go. So that works. So now what I can do is I can edit that again. Give me just a moment. Okay, there we go. So I've edited it to say number times. So now it should work. It's fine, Rock. I just did it. It should work now. So if you want to test the command again, then it should be okay. Deadbees, a dog, 3 loud stoners, a smelly guy behind you, and no scenery but dead grass. Oof. I am so sorry to hear that. Uh, uh American yeah, American buses. Ugh. I mean, you can get long form buses. Let me try that again. You can get long-term buses here in the UK. But yeah, that's it. Rock, this is just the slap command but with Furbies. 100%, yes. But yeah, you can get long haul buses here in the UK, but they're usually for holidays. Usually if someone wants to go long distance, they get a train. Shaz, when your daughter passed away in 2021, he refused to help at all, but he was never a real dad. Your second hubby that passed in 2001 was more of a dad to them than their own father ever was. I hate people that are like that, you know? They don't want anything to do with their kids. And it's like, ugh. It's like if you have access to your kids, then you know, you take you see your kids, you know? You help raise them if you can do so. Obviously, if you can't do it, then I'm not going to fault you. But yeah. Rock, how much one bet that it's going to hit 100 before the end of the year? Considering how often Paul likes mentioning Furbies, yes. Bees, you're at the 1/3 point now, so you have to get off to make sure no one steals your luggage. Okay, that makes sense, yeah. And it gives you a bit of a opportunity to stretch your legs as well, doesn't it? So her skills, let's go into skills here. So she's got athletic skill is almost level 7 now. She stopped like a pixel before she went up to level 7. But she'll do okay. She'll be fine. She does need to learn martial arts, so as soon as she can afford to go to China, we'll have her take a holiday to China. That might have to wait until next week, though. So that right now is what we're going to work on tonight, is getting her enough money to go to China. Shaz, as far as the second one's concerned, he had 4 kids, not just the 2 blood kids you had together. All that sounds really good. Rock, the funniest thing is, even if the command is used multiple times, the number will still probably be somewhat accurate, at least because of the fact that Paul comes on stream at least once a year. Yeah, and talks about Furbies. Yeah. Dead bees. Those across state bus trips attract really unsavory sorts, so you never leave your stuff unwatched. I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. Woo! Rock! On a 35 stream streak. Congratulations, Rock. Thank you so much for wanting to put up with me for 35 streams. What was that? Leisure Day! Enjoy the warm weather, take a dive into a pool, or just take a stroll around the summer festival. Leisure Day is a day where you can take a break from work or school and relax. Okay. Shaz, there's a hole in my heart that goes all the way to China. You think that song you were singing was another Cyndi Lauper song? What, the hole in your heart that goes all the way to China? I have to admit, I have never heard that song, or at least my brain is telling me I've never heard of it. So is she going to bed now? Yes. Yes, she is. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Ooh, so I've got a little bit of a teaser for you all. A little bit of a sneak peek / tease into something that I'm wanting to do when we move. Rock, technically, you've put up with me for 69 months. This is very true. This is definitely true. Shaz, it is Cyndi Lauper. You just looked. Oh, cool. So there's a Cyndi Lauper song that I don't remember. Okay. I am going to have to figure that out. It'll be fine. So can I turn on all lights? And does that help with the... Hold on. Okay. Lights on. Lights off. Lights on. Yes, it does help a little bit during the day so you all can see better, just not at night. I'll have to see if I can come up with get some brighter lights so that during at night it really lights the place up. Shaz, it's called Hole in My Heart. Augie, it's Cyndi Lauper, 1989. I should have heard of that song. Okay, Shaz, I have a mission for you. Find a YouTube video of that song and share it in the Discord for me so that I can listen to it later. Ruck, it's not putting up with me because Muir is Pogger and Muir stream time is Pogger time. I'm Pogger? Pogger time? Gasp. Says I might have heard it and not known what it was called. Possibly. Okay, so she's asleep, waiting for her to wake up. She doesn't have work. Oh, yeah, she does. She starts work in 7 hours, but that's fine. So, absolutely fine. She'll be fine. I'm hoping we need her to have like at least 2,000 simoleons because I think that's how much a holiday to China costs. So I'm hoping that she gets that amount. Does she have... Oh no. Bills. No. 336 simoleons worth of bills. Oh, I hate bills. I hate bills. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Okay. So she's hungry and she's going to need... Why is Bonehilda brushing her teeth? I honestly did not realize that Bonehilda could brush her teeth. I mean, it does make sense because she has teeth. And if you have teeth, you should brush them. But my brain just did not put that together, that Bonehilda is a skeleton and would... Wait a minute. If Bonehilda is a skeleton and she brushes her teeth are bones. So does she also brush her bones? Or does she take regular showers? I haven't seen her take a shower yet. So she might not need to. Shaz, you put the URL in the music channel. Oh, thank you so much, Shaz. I appreciate that. It's just you know, little thoughts here and there, you know. If Bonehilda brushes her teeth, does she also brush her bones or even take a shower? I don't know. We'll have to find out. We will definitely have to find out. Also, we have 15,000 lifetime rewards, so let's see what we can buy with that. What do you all think? No bills ever? Shall we get the no bills ever lifetime reward? That would definitely help her fulfill her wishes. Should we? Should we do it? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. What else do we have here? I'm just looking. I'm thinking of doing it. Updating it, but I was just saying how much I love bills. No. Hate bills. Hate. Augie, isn't that cheating? Nope, it's not cheating because you can use their lifetime reward points to get things that help them with their wishes. And one of her wishes is to go on holiday. And not having any bills would definitely help her to afford to go on holiday. So I'm very tempted. I am definitely very tempted. That is, by the way, the literal rules of the Wishes Challenge is you can use the lifetime reward points, but only on things that will help them fulfill their wishes. So Rock Muir is Pog. Shaz, oh yes, save to go on holiday to China. Yeah. You'd cash that reward in for no bills. Same. I'm doing it. There we go. She no longer has bills to worry about. I think we still need to pay for these ones though, so but it's good. I have to admit, I like the Sims 3 lifetime reward store a lot more than I like the Sims 4 reward satisfaction point store, but my favoritist lifetime reward point store was the Sims 3 Pets on console. Because, and I'll tell you why, the Sims 3 Pets on console, that game had it so that you could save up points and you were basically playing God. So like you could do nice things for your Sims, like clean the house for them so that the house was like absolutely sparkling. Or or you could do things like make a meteor shower rain down on their lot, and like, or you could call down lightning and have lightning strike your Sims. You know, you could start fires. You could be really, really mean to your Sims if you wanted to be. And I absolutely loved it. Dude. I didn't realize that they could do that. Shaz, can I lock? Yeah, I can lock the gate, but the zombie's playing golf. Opting Williams be gone. Yeah, yeah, she's the zombie is playing golf. Okay, right, sure. Shaz, hilarious. Yes, yes, very much so. I have to admit, I was expecting her to go straight for the mandrake plant, but she's not. Or she didn't. Instead, she started playing golf. It's like, what in the world is going on? Oh dear, I love it. I love it. This game is so funny. Nope. Lock for everyone but household. There we go. Actually, specify Sims for the store. Okay, so just Mersada. There we go. Sims who can open the store. Yes, just Mersada. Okay, there we go. Ha! Sorry, Zombie Tong. Milton Tong, I know. Ha 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 ha, you can't get me. Nye, 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 nye. Sorry, that was so childish. Shaz, you too, you thought she would wreck the plants. Lock the gate! I am so childish sometimes. It's just like, nye, 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 nye. I don't mind this zombie being in the garden, Sunny, as long as she stays away from my mandrake. You know, as long as she leaves my mandrake alone, it's fine. Okay, there we go. She just disappeared. That's good. Nah, 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 nah. Muir being silly, yes. What's in your way? What, you can't sit on the sofa? Oh, you can sit on the sofa. Are you sure you can sit on the sofa? Oh my god, what does she want to do? She wants to have a water balloon fight. Yeah, nope, sorry, the water balloon fight isn't worth any more happiness points than your other 3 wishes, so I cannot grant that wish. I am so sorry. How silly is good, it makes you laugh. You type too much? Nah, you don't. You're good. You're all good. I'm always like, if people want to be chatty, then be chatty. If you're not in the mood to be chatty, then lurking is fantastic. And if you want to chat, then you can start chatting whenever you want, you know? Shaz, you filled the entire chat thing. That's absolutely fine. I don't care. I don't mind at all. Why is she talking on the phone? Who is she ringing? She's chatting with Claire. Okay, that's fine. I'm guessing we don't have work. No, we don't have work because today's leisure day. Okay, that's fine. She wants to go swimming in the ocean, but again, it's not worth more than her other wishes, so we'll have to cut that out. Shaz, you're hungover this morning. Oh dear. Maybe still a little tipsy because you only slept about 4 hours. What did you have to drink? Augie, chat about as much. Yeah, chat as much as you like and be as silly as you like. Exactly, Augie, exactly. I've been drinking water. Plus, the temperature has gotten down cool enough where I'm at in the UK so that I'm starting to drink tea during the day again. See, normally, I drink, like, during the summer months, you know, during the warm months, I'll have iced coffee, blended iced coffee. So, like, I'll take a big glass stein, basically, fill it full of ice cubes, pour the ice cubes in my blender, put, fill the blender up with oat milk to the 300 ml mark, then add a little bit of flavoring. And then, after the flavoring, I make a double espresso, pour that in, with the milk and the ice, blend it all together until it's nice and smooth, and then pour it in a glass, and I'll drink that. That I have once per day, first thing in the morning as my pick-me-up, to wake me up in the mornings. And that's always coffee. And then, in the summer months, I'll have water, I'll have Pepsi, I'll have slushies, anything, that's cold. When it starts getting chilly, like in the late August, well, normally it's like mid-September, but it's getting a bit chilly now this time of year for some reason this year here in the UK. But yeah, so when it gets to be about 15, 17 degrees in the evening or during the day, then I'll start drinking hot tea again. So, and then like once November or December gets here, that's all I will drink is throughout the day. I will have like 5, 6, 7 cups of hot tea to drink just to keep me warm, Shaz, you had vodka and Coke. Nice. Very nice. Have you ever tried a Dirty Shirley, Shaz? If you like vodka, have you ever tried a Dirty Shirley? You get your lemonade, your Sprite or your 7-Up. You get vodka, and you get grenadine or like cherry syrup, grenadine syrup, or strawberry margarita mixer, and you mix in 2 shots of vodka with 8 ounces of actually it's 2 shots of vodka into a glass. Fill the glass up with water, top that up with your Sprite, and then add, I think it's like 2 tablespoons, I think, of the grenadine, of your fruit syrup. Anything that makes it red, basically. And that's your Dirty Shirley. Shaz, you've never heard of a Dirty Shirley? Yeah, it's a Shirley Temple with added vodka. That's literally what a Dirty Shirley is a Shirley Temple with vodka added. Shaz, every now and then you order a big ice mocha with almond milk and artificial sweetener from McDonald's. Nice. My sweetener is sugar-free syrup. I've got these little condensed versions of coffee syrup, and right now I'm working on French vanilla, and I literally put like a teaspoon, actually not even a teaspoon, I'd say about half of a teaspoon of the vanilla sugar-free flavoring into my coffee. And it just flavors it so that there's a hint of the vanilla taste and a bit of sweetness to the coffee. It's so good. Absolutely delicious. Augie, it's comforting to know that there's someone for me to chat to when you're elsewhere. Bees, you're back. Your stuff is fine. Aw, fantastic. I'm really glad to hear that, Bees. And welcome back. How's the... I'm going to turn that off. How's the... I'm guessing the bus is continuing on again. So what does she want to do? She wants to see a symphony. That's still not worth more than these others. Okay. So I can't grant that. I'm going to have her eat a magic jelly bean, though. Just because we've got it, and, why not? Why not have her eat a jelly bean? Where did that money come from? Oh, personal time off. Sweet. Is she yellow? And glowing? Okay, so her mood went way up. Plus 40 to mood. Oh, and plus 20 to mood. All glowy on the outside from the magic jelly bean. Nice. She's got glowing skin from eating a jelly bean. I like the magic jelly beans. They're loads of fun. Slap, thanks for the slap opting. Bees, you are so bumbly. It's, the bus is going in a few minutes. And guess what? What, Bees? Please tell me. And Shaz, French vanilla is your favorite. If you can get it sugar-free, even better. And you'll have to see if you can get some cherry syrup like grenadine for the Dirty Shirley. Yes. Oh my god, Bees! Thank you so much for the sub Prime. Prime sub. Try that again. Really, really appreciate that. Thank you so, so much. She keeps listening to kids' songs. She's evil. Why does she keep putting it on the kids' station? Bees, now that you've subbed, you have one request. Yes. What's the request? Shaz, you started on the Miracle Weight Health Stuff GLP-1 yesterday, and you got a haircut on Wednesday. Cut it from the length of down to your waist to about 1/3 down your back from your neck. So, that's a lot shorter than yeah. Wow. So how does it feel to have a third less hair, Shaz? And Bees, can I name my next Sims pet Goober? Yes, I will definitely name my next Sims pet Goober. So let's see. Whoops. Sims pet equals Goober. There we go. So I've written that down. I have written that down, and I will 100% do that. The next pet I get in whatever Sims that I'm playing will be named Goober. And Shaz, you need to lose a bit of weight, but it's mostly for the diabetes helping factor. Yeah. Shaz, so much easier. The hair no longer hangs down when you're feeding the dogs. So no more doggy food dipping your hair. Ooh. I remember that when my hair used to be long. The most recent length of my hair, you know, the longest, before I started cutting it like super short like this, was back when I lived in Cheshire. My hair was midway down my back, and it was so difficult to take care of. And when I would feed Felix, I would constantly be getting the wet cat food in my hair, and it was a whole thing. Shaz, you like to put your hair up in summer, which is coming in a few months, but it gives you a headache. Yeah, because of all the tightness of the hair pulling on the scalp. Yeah, I don't miss that either. I've always loved having my hair short, though, to be honest. I'm turning that music off again. Oh no! Oh no, her TV's broke. Uh-oh. Oh no. Uh-oh. Shaz, yep, her TV's broken. But I can't have her repair it unless she wishes for it to be repaired. Or someone takes pity on her and, you know, comes around and repairs it or something. Another TV bites the dust. Yep, indeed. Shaz, you like to put your hair up in a messy bun, but because your hair is fine, the elastic comes out too easily. Yeah. My sister has the same problem. She has really thin hair. I've never had that problem because my hair is like super thick. When my hair was long, I used to brush my hair, and I would break brushes. Like, because my hair was that thick and it would get matted so easily, I would brush my hair and the bristles would pull out of the hairbrush. I went through a hairbrush a month, and I'm not even joking. It was so annoying. Ooh, Mersada's improved her athletic skill. Fantastic. Good job, Mersada. I'm going to have her harvest from the mandrake because we might as well. And then I also want her to fertilize with the apple. So for her job, her athletic skill is meh. Her logic skill is very bad. Oh no, today's Marsada's birthday. Does she want to throw herself a party? Right now, no. Okay. But yeah, if she doesn't want to throw herself a party, then we can't throw her a party. Shaz, you have your dad's hair. His was fine as well. The shorter you have your hair, though, the wavier it is. And you had your cut styled like a long page boy, so when you brush it back, it looks all Larry. Ooh, nice. That sounds like really nice haircut. It's a shame she can't throw a party unless it's a wish. Yeah. I mean, if she wishes to throw a party, I will totally throw her a party. But she's got to wish for it. She has to wish for it. All right, she's fixing herself something to eat. She has work at 9 o'clock, so that's in 14 hours. Once she's finished eating, I will, she'll probably want to sleep after she's finished eating, so I'll let her do that. If she has time before she goes to work, then I will have her work on her logic by playing dominoes. Although she can't play dominoes by herself. She has to play dominoes with someone. That's weird. Okay, so I'm just so used to The Sims 4 where they can play games on their own. So I might have to invite someone over if she has time, or maybe after work we can invite one of her coworkers over to play dominoes. Shaz, you have the same haircut now as you had when you were a teen, before you started cutting your own hair into a spiked mullet. You've done some horrible things to your hair in your life. Same. Definitely same. Bees, do I think the Sims live with constant fear that the plumb bob will fall and spike their heads? Oh my god, bees. That is hilarious. I love the thought. But I like to think that the Sims don't realize that there is a plumb bob above their heads. Like, it's invisible. But it somehow worked its way into their culture, that the symbol of the plumb bob, that they worship the plumb bob as a god. So they kind of know that the plumb bob exists, but they can't see it above their heads. So that's my bit of a story anyway. I don't know how true that is, but it's in my head canon anyway. Fleur, Shaz, you love Rod Stewart and Billy Idol, so you used to model your hair off of them and bleach the hell out of it. Yeah, when I came over, well, right before I moved to the UK, I bleached my hair blonde. Because over here, let me try this again. In the States, you can get really strong peroxide bleach for your hair, where over here, you can't. You can't get as strong of a bleach solution for your hair as you over here in the UK as you can in the States. So before I came over to the States, I peroxide my hair using a hair lightening kit, and it went white. I mean, it just completely bleached my hair from the dark brown that it is to almost pure white. And I did not like the way I looked. I did not like it blonde at all. So, but the guy that I was with here in the UK, Paul's biological dad, he liked me as a blonde, but I'm just like, yeah, no. I did not like it at all. So after I left him, I stopped dyeing my hair blonde. I still dyed it blonde. You know, I would lighten it, but only so that I could color it. I went through a few phases, a brief period of time where I liked coloring my hair. So I colored it pink once. Pink, blue, purple, and green, I want to say I dyed my hair like a bluish green one time. Just because. So there you go. Shaz, use a tipping kit over the counter. Yeah, that's what you used to use? Yeah. So it was white blonde, exactly. Bees, what if they depict the plumb bob because it's what they think a soul looks like? The Sims does show when a baby is born, a small one is generated from the parent's bigger one, and they lose it when they die. True. that might be that's a good headcanon. I like that. I definitely like that. Okay, so she has indeed opted to go to sleep. Shaz, you just put semi-permanent colors in yours now when you feel like a change, mostly purple or a blood red. You don't like how the red fades to a pink, though? You're gonna put a semi-dye in it now? Ooh, what color are you gonna dye your hair? Okay, so, speaking of dyeing hair, there is a form of hair dye meant for people who have darker hair, and it works, and you don't have to lighten your hair before you use it. So it works best on people who have like lighter hair than mine. You know, like I would say about half as dark as mine is, or you know, half you know what I mean, about 50% lighter than my hair is. Like a light brown color. And the dye basically creates highlights and lowlights in your hair of different colors. So, like, there's a dark blue, a dark purple, a burgundy red, and it just creates like little highlights and lowlights in your hair so that your hair looks dark, but in right light. When the light shines off of it, you can see those colored highlights. I used to use those quite a bit with my hair, and I haven't dyed my hair for like 5 years. But I always said that when my hair starts getting a little bit grayer, so when I'm like at about 1/3 gray, that I will buy that hair dye again just to see how it looks, because my hair is that dark. When I used it, you didn't you there's no way that you could see the dye. It just made my hair look even darker than it already is. And everyone's I could see the highlights of the red or the purple or whatever, but no one else could. Everyone's like, no, it just looks like you darkened your hair. I'm like, so yeah, I always said when my hair gets darker, that or grayer, sorry, I'm gonna go back and try those dyes again. And Shaz, you're gonna do it next time your hair needs a wash, and you're gonna use purple, a deep purple, so it fades nicely. Nice. And Shaz, you've got about half and half, brown and gray. Yeah, I'm not quite there. Okay, she needs to answer her phone. Her energy is high enough so that I'm okay with waking her up. Her hunger is she's nearly starved, so I'm definitely gonna have her get something to eat in a minute. She might have enough time to play dominoes with someone before she starts work, or at least work on her athletic skill. But that all depends on her getting something to eat or not. I'm sure she'll be fine. Bees, plum bobs were like lightsabers. Samuel Jackson would need a purple one. Now I'm picturing Samuel Jackson wielding a lightsaber that has a hilt that looks like a plumb bob, with a light coming out of the tip of it. What was that? Was that her? What the heck, Narsada? I don't even want to know what that voice was. It's fine. It's fine. Bees, you're being silly today. No worries. You just realize that my streams are tagged 40 plus. That can't be true. Yeah, yep, I am 48. Bees. I turned 48 a few weeks ago. Although if you ask Rock, he'll say that I'm 69. Ooh, horrifying quality pancakes. Oh, Mersada, what are you doing? You can cook better than that. It's fine. It's fine. Bees, I look 25. Shush. Thanks, Bees. I appreciate that. My son is closer to 25 than I am. He's 23. He turned 23 earlier this month as well. Our birthdays are a week apart. 1 week and 25 years apart. So yeah, he just turned 23 a couple of weeks ago. And what's funny is the last time I got ID'd for alcohol, he was 16, and I had taken him to, a restaurant. I can't remember the name of it now, but I had taken him somewhere for lunch, as a treat for his birthday when he turned 16, and I asked while we were there, he got himself a milkshake, and I said, can I get a hard milkshake, which is a milkshake with added Jack Daniels? And they ID'd me, and she's like, is the hard milkshake for him? Pointing at Paul, and I'm like, no, it's for me. And she's like, oh well, I'm gonna have to see some ID then, because you don't look old enough to have alcohol. And I'm like, and he does? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, I looked at her, I said, well, you've got that messed up, because it's his 16th birthday today, and I'm his dad. She still demanded to see my ID. And then she accused me of having fake ID because she didn't believe that I was as old as my ID said I was. Yeah, Paul is my son, yeah. So yeah, that was the last time I was ID'd. It was 7 years ago. But it was so funny. It was absolutely hilarious that they didn't believe that I was that age. Okay, stop practicing golf. You got work to do. And off she goes. Wow, look at that car. Jeez, that is a nice car. I want that car. Shaz, there are only 2 brands you use to put in your hair is Arctic Fox and Manic Panic. Yeah, I think that's what my partner's sister uses, is Manic Panic. I want to say that's what she uses. She colors her hair a lot. She usually starts off with pink hair, and then as her roots start growing back, she'll put blue in, and then when the roots start growing back again, she puts pink in, so she layers it. So by the time her hair is grown a few inches, she's got like this pink and blue gradient going on that looks really, really nice. Well, pink, blue, purple gradient, because the blue and pink mix in together. So yeah, looks really good doing it that way. The bees, Muir ages 1 a year for every 10 human years. Aw, thanks, Bee. Augie, you would take that as a compliment. It was at the time it was a bit annoying because she flat out said that if Paul had ordered the hard milkshake, she wouldn't have ID'd him at all. Hello, Paul. Oh, what's that? You got your non-alcohol drink. Do you want to show everyone on stream? Want to show everyone your drink? Here you go. Nice red strawberry lemonade. Yeah. Well, you go on and drink it and enjoy, mate. Paul likes Furbies. Just thought you all would like to know. Yes, Paul. You go and have your drink, mate. Augie, Muir is like a reverse dog every 7 human years, and Muir ages 1 year. Oh my god, I love it. Alright, so I'm going to have her practice illicit activities to bring her athletic skill up a bit. Rock, thank you for doing the Furbies. Shaz, that is lemonade. It's just a store brand lemonade, you know. fizzy lemonade with a non-alcoholic strawberry margarita mix. So it's basically a yeah. A form of a Shirley Temple, only with strawberry margarita instead of cherry grenadine. Bees, you're turning 31 in a few months, and people are already not carding you. Oh no. Shaz, you used to buy alcohol at 16. As soon as you turned 18, they started calling you. You were pregnant at 16 is why, so they're, yeah. I've always been, up until I turned 42? 42, is that maths? Hold on. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 7 years ago. So 41. So yeah, people stopped carding me when I turned 41, 42 years old. Around that age. But I think people stopped carding me because the only places that I buy alcohol is my local corner shop, and they ID'd me once when I first moved here, and after that they stopped IDing me because, you know, they knew me. So why is she oh, she's celebrating her birthday. Here we go. Happy birthday! Hoopelborpna! Mersada has reached elder status. She can now start thinking about retirement and basking in the glow of her accomplishments. She shouldn't take too long to get her affairs in order, though, because you never know when your time is up. Oh no! She still needs to do her lifetime wish. Oh, wait, and she wants to go to China. Okay. We can do that. She wants to go to China. We can 100% do that. And she got an extra trinket from a job. Okay. So let's have her go home. At least the carpool waited for her, right? Bees, you're pregnant too? You mean you're a man, but you definitely can't be fat. That's not possible. You might just be fat. I love it, Bees. I love it. Augie, you won't tell us your age. Are you 35, Augie? Is that how old you are? I'll bet you're 35. Shaz, your hair is not even. You're gonna have to take scissors to it. You just felt it, and it's not even. Oh no. That is so annoying. The last time that I messed up my hair, or that my hair got messed up, was I went to a college beautician, and I asked them to like layer my hair, and it was back when it was long, and they completely butchered it. It was so bad. I ended up having to go to a beautician on the high street to get it fixed. Augie, you're on the wrong side of 50 and you wish you were 35. Well, you know what they say, Augie. You're only as old as you feel. Shaz, this year you'll be on the wrong side of 60. Deadbeats, rest in peace. Augie, 1736 to 2099. I like Muir streams. There you go, Augie. There you go. You're gonna live until 2099.
Oh,
so you got like
Schnugel.
another 75 years to go. There you go. Can I live for another 75 years? I wouldn't mind living, and you know, as long as I'm got full control of my faculties, and my brain isn't scattered any more than it already is. I wouldn't mind living that old, to be that old. Augie, in your head, you're still late teens to early 20s. Oh my god, aren't we all? Aren't we all? Shaz, you say what your dad used to say. I'm 27 in some months. I'm not saying how many months. I like it. I like it, Shaz. And your brain says mid-20s ish. Same with me. Yeah. I'm like, it's like I know that I'm older than that, but my brain is like, nah. I'm definitely. She wants to buy a cane. Oh no. No, 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 Mirsada. Okay, she needs to learn the martial arts skills. So let's go phone, real estate, travel. And we want to travel to China. She specifically wants to visit China, and she wants to explore a tomb and and learn martial arts. So we can definitely do that. Okay, so trip planner, there we go. 800 simoleons. We can do this because she's got over 2,500, so it's all good. Shaz, your brain says mid-20s, your body says 80s. Rock, I'm 69. Told ya that's what Rock would say. These, when younger people rip on you about your age, you say, I grew up taking the Stegosaurus to school just like all of you. I chisel my tablets one mark at a time. I love it. Shaz, you tell people you're older than dirt. My grandmother was older than dirt. That's what my grandma always used to say. I'd say, Grandma, how old are you? And she'd go, I'm older than dirt. She would never tell me her age. I knew she was, when she passed away, I knew she was in her 80s. But she would never, if you asked her, she would never tell you how old she was. Bees, if someone asks your age, open a history book and then angrily slam it shut and go, they put my picture in again. Love it. Shaz, you're the monarch of your family. Now, there's only one older than you, and that is your brother, who's older than you by 2 years. Nice. The eldest of my family, that's like, you know, my immediate family, is my sister. Both my parents passed away. All of my grandparents on both of my parents' sides have passed away. And it's just my sister is the eldest of us now. And she's in her 50s. I can never remember how much older she is. I want to say she's like 55. Or 50. No, wait, she's 59. She turns 60 next year, I think. And my other sister is 55. Like I said, I can never remember ages. I'm so bad with ages. I really am. Shaz, no aunts or uncles or grandparents or parents left. I've got aunts and uncles left. But I haven't talked with any of my aunts and uncles in so many years. Bees, you're so old, they said to act your age and you died. Oh dear. Love it. Okay, so she's going to check in. There we go. She's visited China. She's happy now. She wants to do a strength workout. 325, 425. Okay, we'll promise the strength workout. And she wants to fully explore a tomb. And she wants to learn martial arts. So, where can we learn martial arts? That's the Halls of the Lost Army. That's the cemetery. Where can you learn martial arts? Is it here? Resolute Fist Retreat. Scholar's Garden. Martial Arts Academy. There we go. I'm going to have her visit the Martial Arts Academy so that she can learn martial arts. Because that is one thing that she really wishes to do. Or what she needs to do. I think that's for her job, is to learn the martial arts. So we'll have her do that. And then we'll have her fully explore a tomb in China as well. I think taking on an opportunity should allow her to explore a tomb, so we'll do that. Augie, when anyone says the actor age, you ask if you can act your shoe size instead. Bee's your grandfather just turned 79, and he says that he said, I used to switch the numbers, but at this age, it's better not to. I love it. I love it. I love how she has a bicycle at home, and yet she's using a random one here. She's got that candy bicycle. She's never used it. Augie, the actor age, not your shoe size. Maybe we can do the twirl is from Kiss. Okay. Shaz, ding ding ding, you in a new car. Nope, sorry. Nursada can't afford a car. She's a bit on the broked side. You know, for going to China and all that. Where are you even? Okay, there you are. So let's see. How can she learn martial arts? There's this back here. Can we use practice? There we go. We can practice on that. And maybe this is how she learns martial arts, is by practicing on these dummies. At least that's the hope. That's the hope. Please tell me that's not her athletic outfit. Is that seriously her athletic outfit? Oh my god, that's her athletic outfit. Spiked knee-high boots. And a little black number. Seriously? That's her athletic wear? Shaz, you love Prince. Prince is was a good artist, definitely. Bees, you wonder people of your generation will be the first era people to be 100% caught up with online culture, even into late life. You can never... I don't think you can ever be 100% caught up with online culture. At least in the fact that, you know, in so much as that online culture is constantly changing. If you mean, like, be raised from birth to death being online, then yeah, probably. Shaz may be introduced to the guy in the martial artist outfit. She is learning a skill, though. So, let's see. Skills. Okay, nothing is showing up. Let's see when that gets up to 1. If that'll work. She wants to visit a scholar's garden. What is that? 575. You know what? Yeah. That's worth more, so we'll do that. He's a merchant. I'm thinking of doing a charming introduction with him. I'm gonna speed this forward. See when that gets to the top, what happens. Okay, stop that. Aha! Yes! She grasped the basics of martial arts. She'll always remember that moment where it all started to come together. Aw, nice! Martial artists study martial arts for self-defense and self-enrichment. They can improve their skill by training with the training dummy and board breaker objects, or by meditating alone in a quiet place. Martial artists can spar with other martial artists by asking them to spar. Nice! Okay. Okay. So, she needs to gain another skill level in martial arts. Alright, so... I'll have her practice some more then. I hope she doesn't die from overexertion. She's an elder. That's possibly a thing that might happen. I'm sure she'll be fine. She'll be fine. Bees, you came into this world just 4 years before widespread internet usage, so you and everyone younger will have grown up with tech instead of having it introduced to you. That is very true, yeah. Weird to think of it like that, isn't it? Shaz, a fancy after 5 dress and knee-high boots for an athletic wear. At least now she's got proper, you know, martial arts outfit on. So Bees, to be honest, you perpetually live 14 years before your birth. You love antiques, vintage fashion, and collect mid-century novelty furniture as a passion. All of your favorite music and movies from the 80s. You're 30, but you act 50. Your spine and knees are 120. Yeah, I hear you on that one, knees. My knees, bees, sorry. My knees are starting to creak. When I go up or downstairs, especially upstairs, all I can hear are my knees going crackle, crackle, crackle. It's not a good a good thing. Shaz, you don't have to be rich. Oh yeah, that's a good song. The bee's knees. All right, she's getting there. She's getting there. How many skills in martial arts do we need to do for this opportunity? Asking for a friend. Oh, she's smelly and she's disgusted because her hygiene level's so low. Okay, it's fine. We'll go until she's level 2. And then I will let her take a shower. I think there's a shower in here she can use. Yeah, she's going straight for the shower. Okay, that's fine. She's too stinky. She's like, nope, I'm not practicing anymore. I know that I am on the cusp of level 2 of martial arts, but I am just too stinky, and I'm going to go take a shower. That is what she's saying. And I don't really blame her, you know? I don't blame her at all. Shaz, now you won't be able to get that song out of your head all day. It's a good song. Bees are such a computer addict, your leg muscles have legitimately withered. You have to make an effort to use them again before you're too late. You think you'll do bike riding? Bike riding is a good form of exercise. What I do is all this month, you know, all during the month of August, I have made sure that I've done 5,000 steps minimum per day. So what I've done is I've got the Pikmin app on my phone, and the Pikmin app measures my steps, so it keeps a track of how many steps I do each day. That's how I measure, you know, to make sure how much I've done. And what I do is why can't she not practice? She's too fatigued. Okay, because she's old. Okay. So what I think I'll do is I will go ahead, have her go to base camp, where she can use the toilet and take care of her hunger. So that'll be fine. And then I will probably have her do an opportunity tomorrow so that she can go and visit a tomb and go into a tomb, and then we'll have her get a skill level in martial arts if she can do so. Augie, is it worth challenging yourself to walk a set amount of steps a day? I think it is. It gets you in the habit of walking. And walking is good exercise. Shaz, you could get one of those pedal thingies for under your desk. Yes, I've got one of those. They do help, though they're not as good as an actual stationary bike. These Muir, Augie, and Shaz all talking about older stuff got you thinking that I should make a podcast called No Computy for Old Men. Oh dear. Oh dear. Shaz, you're gonna start limping up and down the backyard path to the clothesline again? Nice. You'll have to take your phone out there when you do to count your steps. But yeah, what I do is I will either use, I've got a treadmill that I will use as a last resort, but I like going outside, and I can walk to a nearby park and walk around the park and come back home, and that takes care of my 5,000 steps, easily.
Mm.
So I try to do that every day. I'll try to walk to the park, walk around the park, and then walk home to get my 5,000 steps in. It works. It definitely works. Bees, you'd watch the app out of a podcast called No Computing for Old Men. I like it. Okay, what is she doing? She needs the toilet. So, where's the toilet in this place? Okay, there's a bathroom over here. So if I have her use the toilet and then get herself something to eat, have dinner. She can have sushi. Sushi. She's in China. When in China, you gotta have sushi. Shaz, you have a tricycle. It's in the back shed. You rode it once, and you used to walk a lot, but then sciatica kicked in due to squash nerves in your spine. Ouch. Augie, you need to get back out walking again. So you did that long amount, that huge amount of walking of the other month, or was it like a month ago or 2 months ago? And you stopped walking after that. You were probably exhausted after that, though, Augie. I mean, well done on smashing that goal. That was an awesome goal. I mean, definitely well done, you. Shaz, you've never had a license because you used to walk or use public transport everywhere. Yeah, same. Since I came to the UK, I've never driven. I've always used public transport or I've walked. My partner has a car, so now I do go on rides with he'll drive me around if I need to go somewhere that I can't easily walk to or get a bus to, um, which is nice because I don't have to worry about a bus getting a bus due to it being too late or and all that wonderful stuff. So I used to drive. I drove when I lived in the States. I drove. But then if you live in the States, you have to drive. Unless you live in a big city with public transportation, you have to drive. And I lived in this tiny little town. So it's like, yeah, definitely have to drive there. So she's going to bed. That's good. And then in the morning, I will have her do an opportunity. Where is the board? It's down there. Okay. So yeah, I'll have her do an opportunity when she wakes up. Augie, bees. Augie's in the UK. Shaz, as she says, is in Australia. Yeah. Augie, you haven't been out as much as you used to. My goal is this month. I'm doing 5,000 steps per day. Next month, I want to up that to 7,500. So I'm going to try, instead of going out once per day to walk, I'm going to try to go out twice per day to walk if I can. Otherwise, like I said, I've got my treadmill that I can use. I don't really like using the treadmill too much because it hurts my hips to use for an extended amount of time. But it's there if I need to use it. If I can't get outside because it's raining or too cold or whatever. So I just don't like using it too much. Shaz, you used to walk 6 kilometers a day, taking your kids to and from school. Wow. Oh, excuse me. Ugh. When Paul first started school, um, I couldn't get transportation for him to and from school because he started like halfway through a semester. So I would what I did was, what is she doing? She's reading something. No, I don't want you to read. I want you to come down here and get an adventure, please. Thank you. But yeah, um, when Paul first started school, I mean, like he was, 4 years old when he first started school or nursery. And I used to have to walk him to and from school. So what I would do is, where we were living at the time, I would get up super early in the morning so that I could walk him to school to get him there on time. And luckily, I only had to do this for like a couple of weeks before they were able to get transportation sorted. But I would have to walk, and it was a good hour-and-a-half walk from where we lived at the time to his school, and then I would walk back into town, which was a half hour away from his school, and I would potter around town all day and then walk back to his school to pick him up. And I did that for 5 days a week for 2 weeks. And even though I was used to walking everywhere, that nearly killed me. Okay, so what does she need to do? I'm searching for an intrepid adventurer who can retrieve an ancient relic. Okay, fantastic. So I'm going to have her real quick get something to eat. Just like cereal or something. And then I'll have her go and report in for the adventure. Actually, I'll wait until after she's eaten. I want her to eat first so that when she goes to the tomb, she can handle it without any problems. So Augie, what you should actually, what everyone here should do, since we all want to get a little bit more active, we should hold each other accountable. So during my evening streams, we can check in with each other, and we can ask each other how many steps we've done in the either that day or the previous day, if you're in Australia like Shaz is. Bees, you walked all over in the city, even though the city was insanely steep hills, but you just moved to farm country where you don't have sidewalks, you've got gravel ditches, so walking is risky. Yeah, I completely understand that. I used to live in the middle of Nowheresville like that as well, in Missouri. So, and yeah, you either had to walk in the ditch or in the middle of the gravel road. Neither of which was very safe. So, Bees, you're American, so you don't know sensible measurements like kilometers. Can you make up something silly instead, like 200 thumbs or 5,000 beans? So a kilometer is approximately 2.2 miles. So if you say like 6 kilometers, that is 12, 2, 4, 6, 8. About 14 kilometers. Sorry, 14 miles. So yeah, 6 kilometers is approximately 14 miles. I think it is 2.2 miles to the kilometer, right? Or is it the other way around? I always get them confused, but it's one way or the other. If anyone knows, please let me know. I think it's 2.2 kilometers to the mile. I think it is. Okay. Is she finished eating? Yes. Yes, she... No, whoa. Hello. Report in. Okay, they're running that way. That's fine. Okay. So I want her to report in to this person, who is luckily right there at the bridge. So that's good. We can report in and then see what Lin Hua wants us to do. Bees, you know you're just being silly, but to be honest with you, you don't even have a good grasp of how long a mile is, and you never have reason to go beyond your greater city area. Drive, yeah, beyond your greater city area. So, a mile, it takes me about 15 to 20 minutes to walk 1 mile. So that if you think of time, that kind of gives you an idea of how long a mile is. Augie, a mile is 1.6 kilometers. Okay. Where did I get 2.2 kilometers? Then. So a mile is 1.6 kilometers. Okay, so yeah. So it's basically 1.5 times 6. You know, ish. If you don't want to do the hard maths. Oh, excuse me. Okay. Thank goodness someone finally responded. There's work to do. I heard that a nearby tomb holds a valuable treasure. Retrieve it for me. You'll need this key to get in. Okay, sure. Let's do it. Visit halls of the Lost Army. Why is she screaming? Why? Opting probably because 1 kilo equals 2.2 pounds. Yeah, that's probably it. I'm probably getting the two confused there. That would make sense. That would definitely make sense. Shaz, you only did 485 steps on your shopping day. Not enough. At least you know where to find your steps now. That's good. Augie, you were about to say that about the kilos and pounds thing. Yeah. Okay, so what do we need to do? We need to stand on that. Oh, this looks so cool. Okay, so now we can go down. Use stairs. Okay. So now we're gonna go down into the tomb. Ooh, spooky. Okay. Okay, here we go. What's that say? Read. And then insert keystone. So, every good explorer should carry a tent and dried food at all times. Okay. That's fine. It looks like this tomb hasn't been disturbed in ages. The relic is bound to be here somewhere. I absolutely love these little adventures. They are seriously so much fun. Okay, let's collect the gold. And then we've got another thing to... Okay, that's the key thing. So with this, what I need to do is have her pull so that it goes on there. Come on, you can do it. You're strong. Pull. Bees, you used to walk a 15-minute mile. Your PE teacher wanted you to run it in 7 minutes, but you said, fluff you, it's 111 degrees Fahrenheit. I can walk like I said, I can walk a mile in 15 to 20 minutes. Now, when I was younger, I used to be able to walk a mile in 10 to 15 minutes, and I used to be able to run a mile in somewhere between 7 and 8 minutes. That was when I was in high school, though. There's no way I can do that now. I can't even run anymore. Which kind of stinks, you know, not being able to run as much as I used to be able to, but there you go. Such is life. Okay, so this... if I have her push that over to there... and then stand on that. Augie, this is why World Adventures is your favorite in The Sims 3. Yes, it's just so much fun. It really is. Shaz, you remember to put the bins out last night? Yay! Paul does that. That's Paul's job, is to do the bins. Oh, okay. Can I push that? Okay. So she pushed that. Can I have her push it again? Because she still can't get through. Alright, so now we can go over here. Okay. Have her clear that rubble so that we can then go through the door. Hopefully. Shaz, you've forgotten to do the bins. Take the bins out for about a month. Oops. Paul never forgets. He always remembers to do it. Bees, you wish that you could share your photos with me on stream. You just passed by the giant wind fans. Oh, cool. If you're over on the on my Discord, you can share them on there. Shaz, 1 week is red lid household rubbish, then the next week is yellow lid recycle rubbish. Every week is green garden waste. Okay. Oh my gosh, what even is this? Okay, so we've opened up this door, and I'm gonna have her... Oh, geez. Okay. I'm gonna have her pull... Cannot move in that direction due to an obstacle. Okay. Right, so what I'm gonna have to do is twirl this so that I can see it this way and take a look. Okay. This is gonna be a bit of a pain, but we can do this. We can do this. Bees, you think you accidentally disconnected from the Discord? You'll pop in. No worries, no worries. The Discord is in the links underneath underneath my video here, but hold on. Thanks Augie. Appreciate that. I was about to... Appreciate that, Augie. Thank you. Okay, so what do we need to do? Can I have her pull that? Yes. So now we can open that chest. And get the lapis lazuli out. Fantastic. And then I can have her push that. I don't think we need to push it, but I can have her do it anyway. There we go. So now we can get to this. And all of the other goodies around here. Bees, you're sending the big fans. Sweet. Alright, ancient coins. Open this. Food. That's good. That's viewing, that's viewing, that's viewing. So there's nothing there. How do I open that? Oh, wait a minute. There's a thing over here, so let's go and inspect that. There's got to be something that opens up this door. Is it stepping on that again? Will that open up the door? I'm sure I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. Bees. Yeah. I'll check out the big fans in a second. Hold on. Okay, yeah, we did that. Okay. Let me pause this real quick and go into Discord so that I can see those big fans from Bees. If Discord decides to work. It might not work. Come on, Discord. Come on, you can do it. I believe in you. You can do the thing. There we go. Okay, so there's Cyndi Lauper, Hole in My Heart. Sweet. Big fans. Yay. Welcome in, Bees. Welcome in. Those are big fans. Very nice. Wow. That is a gorgeous view. Blue skies. That is so nice. Dang. What state is that in, if you don't mind me asking, Bees? A truck that drove by making fun of you. Oversized load. Wow. I like that. That's hilarious. But that is just gorgeous. You gotta love the windmills like that. We get them over here as well. Um, and I just love driving past them and seeing them in the distance. So nice. That does look like a really nice day that you're riding in. Very pretty. And it's in Washington State. Okay, cool. Washington State is a gorgeous state. I've never lived there, but my niece has. My sister and her daughter lived there for a little while, and her daughter stayed on when my sister moved on. Um, her daughter stayed there for a little while longer. It's such a beautiful state. Okay, let's close that up and go back into The Sims. Yeah, Washington is beautiful. It really, really is. Okay, there we go. So now we can go through this door, and I'm gonna keep it here in the top-down position just so I can see better. So we can explore the pool. So let's do that. I've got the world's itchiest nose right now. Optine! You once take a picture of you letting some milkweed fall from your fingers and captioned it. You can determine wind direction by releasing milkweed seeds or something like that. But you framed it with a big-ass windmill in the background. Love it. That is hilarious. There's a secret tunnel at the bottom of the well. She should swim through the tunnel. Aha! Alright, we've got a chest. Dive wells play an important part in successful tomb exploration. That's nice. She swallowed some water. It burned. Uh-oh. And we'll take that. And then we'll go over here and put the keystone in the slot. Oh, okay, fine. You have to explore again. It's all good. Bees, big-ass windmill. She is soaked. -5 to mood. Shaz, oh no. Wait, is there something about the water burning that I should know about? Mirsada's Kimball has found the bottom but doesn't have much breath left. Quickly scanning the area. Ooh. Okay, insert the keystone. She's fine. She's fine. Shaz, you can't remember for the life of you remember. Okay. Bees, you're very close to the 2/3 point where your stuff might be taken, so you'll have to go when that happens. No worries, Bees. No worries. Ooh, this is now a good point to remind you all over on YouTube that if you are enjoying the live stream, please do hit the like button, because every 4 likes on our YouTube live streams equals £1 that I give to our charity of the year, which is Cats Protection UK. They help cats and kittens find their forever homes. They're a really good charity. They're seriously a really good charity. So your likes helps kitties. Right, let's take all of that. And then we'll open this chest. I'm not opening this one until last. This is the opportunity, you know, the quest that we've got. So a Chinese symbol of the holes of the lost army. And if we open this, then we should find the relic that we're looking for. Here we go, ancient relic. There we go. Now return the relic. Awesome. Alright, let's stand on here. We've got the secret door. And then we can use the stairs. Okay, and now I can go back to a more natural angle. And we can return and deliver the relic. Bees, you're so excited to be uncomfortable on the shady streets of your city again. I like it. Often you should probably share the stream streak in case you missed Monday entirely. Yes. 80 streams. Wow, Optane. That is amazing. Congrats, and thank you so much. Bees, Optane is Muir Maxine, straight smoke in the mirrors. I love it. I love it, Bee. All right. Wow. You know, for her age, she can really run, can't she? I am super duper excited that we have taken care of quite a few of her lifetime, quite a few of her wishes. And I am hoping that we will be able to get her this final one, you know, the Visit the Scholar's Garden and the martial arts skill. Really hoping that we can get that both done before her holiday ends. Augie, did I check all the chests? Yes. Yes, I did. Chaz, she's fit, buff even, 100%. Yes. Okay. Yay! Okay, so I'm gonna do a charming introduction. And then we're going to learn the song Ting and His Checkers, so that she has more than one song that she's gonna sing. Bees, it's 2:20. You're estimated to be in the city at 4:30. Will I still be streaming? Probably not that late, no. That's like 1 o'clock in the morning here. So I definitely will not be live at 1 o'clock in the morning my time. Shaz, is she gonna start singing at home again? At least it'll be a different song this time, right? Woo! She sang a song. She learned a song. Let's go to base camp. She's hungry. She needs to pee. She's this close to stinking, and she's tired. So we'll let her go back to base camp, and in the morning, we will work on her martial arts skill, and we will have her go to a scholar's garden. Shaz, true that. Knowing more than one song is always a good thing. I do like, though, that the songs that your Sims can learn in the adventure pack are actual songs from, you know, traditional songs from that country. So the songs that your Sims can learn in France are traditional French songs. The songs that they learn in the Sim version of Egypt are traditional Egyptian songs. And the songs that they can learn in China are traditional Chinese songs. And that is really cool, I think. The time zones are stinky. We should all be on the same schedule and people can just put up with working in the dark. I'll agree with that. I will agree with that. Shaz, you sleep or try to when it's daytime in the UK. I like it. Let's turn that music off. Ooh, someone left their stinky ice cream out. Here, let me take care of that for you. There you go. Wait. Can I not? There we go. Put it in the in the trash compactor. That is so gross, leaving your ice cream carton out on the table. Ew. Ew. Don't do that, friends. Never leave your stinky dishes out on the table when you're in a shared accommodation. It's just rude. Okay, I'm gonna have her use the toilet since she's nearly peeing herself, and then I'll have her sleep since she's in the orange for energy. In the morning, she can take a shower, and then we'll have her do the martial arts and the scholar's garden. Your vacation will be over in 1 day. Okay. Okay, that's fine. That is absolutely fine. We can totally have her do that. Oops, I did not want to do that. That's fine. Evil slumber. Sleep until 6 a.m. That will work. Shaz, you've got an alarm set for 4 a.m. on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Friday morning to come so that you can watch my streams. Oh, thank you, Shaz. Says that the message failed to send the first time, so you copied and pasted it and posted it again. Oops. Silly Twitch. Twitch is twitching. Twitch be twitching. Bees, your stop is in one of those truck stop towns that you stop in for fuel and fast food, but you look and see houses and go, people live here? There must only be 30 jobs. They will either work on nearby farms or they'll commute in, drive in to like the nearest town or city. Where I lived, where my hometown in Missouri, a lot of people did that. There were a lot of people who lived in my hometown and like drove for 2 hours every day to get to St. Louis so that they to their job. And I'm like, why? why do that? I'm like, it makes zero sense. Okay, now I'll go ahead and have her do hygiene. She's got food on her, so I'm not worried about hunger. So that's fine. But I will have her do her hygiene since that's in the red. And then after she's finished her hygiene, I will have her... She wants to go to Scholar's Garden. So let me see. Where's the gardens? That's the Scholar's Garden, and that's the Martial Arts Academy. So I'll have her go to the Martial Arts Academy, and then to the Scholar's Garden. Okay. Shaz, I already knew that you do that. True, true. But still, it's really nice of you. Oh. Oh no. There she goes. There she goes. She's singing the song. Chaz, you run on a tight schedule. 6:30, take the dogs to the backyard. 8 a.m., doggy breakfast. Then toilet. 10 a.m., toilet again. 12:30, toilet and then lunch. 2:30, toilet for the doggies again. 5 p.m., dinner and toilet for doggies. You mean you run a tight schedule for the dogs? Or the dogs make sure that you run a tight schedule? Bees, looking around where you're at it, the town is actually way bigger. It's a proper town. It's so close to being somewhere interesting, but too far to matter. You never know. There might be something interesting about it. Maybe a little bit of wood, natural park or national park maybe, or state park nearby. Maybe there's a cave somewhere that has some interesting history. You never know. Shaz, if the doggies ask to go out between 5 and 8 p.m., you'll take them out. But if not, then you take them out again at 8 so that they can go to the toilet. Then you put Loki in his crate to sleep for the night. Yes, only for the doggies and Twitch. Dogs need a lot of, a lot of structure like that, though. All right. So she's gonna run over to the Martial Arts Academy. Then we'll have her work out and get the skill level in martial arts. Then we'll have her go to the gardens, because today is, like, I believe her last day at the her last day here. So I definitely want her to get everything done that she needs to in China, that is, you know. Shaz, Molly runs up and down your bed to wake you to go out to the toilet during the night sometimes. Bees, there's so much here, but it looks so dull. It's definitely got that little town vibes then, huh? Oh, wow. Hold on. I gotta get this shot. Look at that. How gorgeous is that? Wow. Look at those waterfalls in the background. So pretty. Gain another skill level in martial arts. You know what? Fine. She wants to train with the board breaker. Oh, shoot. I didn't mean to right-click on that. She also wants to spar with someone. Okay, I'll let her do the Temple of Heaven. If we have her train with the board breaker, let's do a foam board. If she practices with the foam board, will that make her skill go up faster? Shaz, very scenic vista, yes. Bees, you just passed by a tiny street fair with rides. Oh, nice. You. Too bad this isn't your stop. Oh no. Yeah, you're too far away to say, right, I'll stop off here and I'll, like, walk the rest of the way. You're a bit too far from your destination for that. Keep a note of where you're at and the date that the carnival is, and maybe you can go next year. Okay, I'm gonna fast forward this. Okay, she's getting very hungry. I'm hoping that we can get her another level in martial arts before she gets too hungry or stinky. Nope, she stopped. Okay, why don't you practice again? I really want her to get up to that. Oh, 12 hours. Okay, crap. It's fine. It's fine. I'll have her do this. And then go to... Okay, she's stinky. Okay, she's like, nope, I've had enough, Muir. I have had enough. So she still needs to gain another level in martial arts. So, we could have her come back to China next week, which I'm thinking I will have her do. Just so that she can get this other skill, you know? So she wants to go to the Temple of Heaven and the Scholar's Garden. The Scholar's Garden is right here. So I did not want to take a screenshot of that, but that's okay. Visit the Scholar's Garden. So after her shower, she can go there. And then where is the Temple of Heaven? That's a good question. Where is the Temple of Heaven? Does anyone know where the Temple of Heaven is? I'm looking. I don't see it. Is it there? No, that's Dragon Springs. Bees, it's their county fair. They have horses. You see horses, trailers, rides, and lots of small humanlings. You think those are kids. I love it. You think those are kids. Oh, look, fish. Oh, wow. Oh, no, 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 I don't want her to fish. I wanted her to look at the koi. Oh, that is so cool. Sorry, I get so excited over little things like that. That is so cool. Okay. She still wants to go to the... That's the Resolute Fist. Temple of Heaven. Go visit the Temple of Heaven. Get your last wish done. I'm trying to get all of the wishes in China that she wants to do done, so that, you know, she basically, she's an elder, you know, she's old. She's not gonna live very much longer. And I want her to get as much sightseeing and memories in as she can before it's too late. Bees, that sounds like a really cool county fair. I love going to fairs. That's just absolutely fun to do. Shaz, your son-in-law turns 33 today, and your bestie Luke turns 49. Happy birthday to both. You love koi, same. They're so pretty, aren't they? And they get like massive. I mean, I've seen koi that are like 2 feet long. They're just massive fish. Ooh, Guidebook of Babel Steam Key. Um, if you want to get the game, exclamation mark enter to try to win. Bees, if your body is a temple, the monks left long ago. Love it. So yes, exclamation mark enter over on Twitch to be in with a chance to win a Guidebook of Babel on Steam. The you'll get, if you're the winner, you will get a DM to and a link to click, either via DM or on Twitch, or via whatchamacallit, uh chat message in the chat. You click the link, follow the instructions, and get your key. It's quite simple. Nice. So she's visited the Temple of Heaven, and it's called the Temple of Heaven because you climb all the way up here just to go on this little tiny balcony. Now, the problem is, I know for a fact that I'm gonna have her go up there, and she's gonna need to pee before she before she gets up to the top. But I do want to check the view of from this temple. So if I do this and then go Q, and then oh wow, whoops, too much. Wow. Okay, that is a view and a half. That's better than the view from the Martial Arts Academy. Dang. Can see the Great Wall there? And the falls? And there's the garden down below. Absolutely amazing. That is so pretty. Oh, there she is. That is so pretty. Okay, so she desperately needs the loo. Where are we? There we are. So she definitely needs the loo. Where is she going? Is she going back to base camp? Yeah, she's going back to base camp. Okay, that's fine. I'll let her go back to base camp if that's what she needs to do. Yeah, she needs to go to the toilet and she's really tired. So I'm hoping she can make it to base camp before she has a bladder emergency. Sure. The poor woman, she desperately needs the loo. and her contact here in China has rung her on the phone wanting to chat. Oh dear. Is she gonna make it? We'll see. We'll see. Shaz, you no idea what the game is. Beej, you forgot to redeem that Steam key you got. It should still. Oh wait. It's okay. I'll send you another key through DMsB. It's fine. Augie, your body is a temple worshipping Buddha. Oh dear. Shaz, your brother and you were brought up Roman Catholic, but about 30 years ago, your brother changed his religion to Buddhism and you changed yours to atheist. Yeah, I was raised Jehovah's Witness. Um, and I stopped attending services at the Kingdom Hall when I was 9. And then started going to a Baptist church when I was 12. And then by the time I was 18, I'm like, I was 100% just done with religion. So 18, I became basically agnostic, and now I'm atheist. So more like humanist, but yeah. Shaz, she's gonna fall asleep in the streets. She might do at this rate. I'm hoping she gets to the base camp soon. Soonish, hopefully. Oh, there she is. There she is. She's running through the hills. Bees, the Sims' full name is Theodore James Simulation. Oh dear. I'm not sure I believe that fact. Shaz, you never know. But congrats on winning the game. Click the link and choose your prize. Shaz, you're far from religious. Same, yeah. Rock, what if you needed to... but God said no. Oh dear. Because the only thing you know about Jehovah's Witnesses is no holidays. Yes, they do not celebrate any holidays or birthdays or anything like that. They are very strict about it. Okay, she's made it to a street. She is on her bicycle. She is very tired. Can she make it? Ooh, it's gonna be a close one. It's gonna be a close one. I think she can do it. She can do it. Come on, Nersada. You can do it. You can get there before you keel over from exhaustion. Shaz, you take a pic of the key so you can do it later. Fantastic. Come on, Nersada. You can do it. Good job. Hooray. She made it. Okay, now go to the toilet quickly. Quickly go to the toilet. And then you can go to bed. She's an old lady, you know? She's an old lady. She needs her beauty sleep. These no holidays is such a boring and joyless life. Do I even know how old you are without a birthday? Yeah. The way my family did it was we didn't celebrate our birthdays, but like around our birthdays, like 1 week either way, my mother would always get us a present, and so would my grandmother. Without saying it was a birthday present, they'd just be like, "You've been so good this year, and you know, here's a present." Here's a present for being so good, you know? Although the phase of the adventure is at an end, there are many more to be had in China. Return home, rest up, tell a story or two of adventures had, then return to China for another foray into the unknown. And now she is going home And she will happily go to bed, probably. I would be going to bed right now, to be honest. If, you know, she's gonna be knackered. Shaz, after I finish streaming, you're going back to bed. You're gonna watch 3 movies. Can I guess what they are from these hints? 5th, 6th, and 7th. Halloween. Friday the 13th. Shaz, 3 different movies, not the same movies like in a row, like Alien, totally different movies. Augie, Star Wars? Ooh. Shaz, completely different movies. Not a series. I have no idea. Also, why take so long to save? Or to load up? Come on, game. You shouldn't be taking this long. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. But yeah, I can't think of the movies, Shaz. What are they? Yes, please. Please do tell us. Because I'm never gonna guess. Dead Bees, The Fifth Element. Ooh. That's a good film, The Fifth Element. The Sixth Sense, says Bees. Shaz, Bees is right on the money. Fifth Element, The Sixth Sense. What's Dead Bees 7? Seven is close, but no. Miracle on 47th Street. The Seventh Sign. Ah, okay. Bees, The Seven Deadly Sins. Wait, The Seven Deadly Sins, isn't that an anime? Hoggy, The Seventh Samurai. Shaz, 3 of your most favorite movies: Fifth Element, Sixth Sense, and The Seventh Sign. Nice. Now my brain is wondering, is there a movie that's something, you know, that's got first in the title, a movie that's got second in the title, one that has third in the, you know, and so on, that are all totally different films? Okay, so her energy is way up. She's just very hungry and needs to go to the toilet. And she's in a limo. Oh, a stretch limo. Nice. Mirsada's definitely going up in the world. She wants to play dominoes with Parker, and she wants to impress Layton. And she also wants to play dominoes with Marty. But she's out of wishes. Okay. So I think that I'm gonna go ahead. I'm going to let her have waffles and go to the toilet. And then, since we've got that up, we'll save the game. She's done really well for herself. And I think I might buy her something that she can use to get up her martial arts skill so that we won't have to go to China again. But yeah, let's go ahead and do that now. So let's see. I want to do buy mode, sort by function, entertainment, hobbies and skills, And if I can find the whatchamacallit, the martial arts skill thing, then we'll buy it for her. She can definitely afford it, I think. Let's see. Where is it? Chess, aquarium, voodoo, crystal ball. Please tell me that I've got it, that it's in the thing. Please tell me we can buy it. Treadmill, workbench, DJ booth, skating rink. Can we not buy it? Augie, Fifth Element is such a good film, I agree. Multipass. B's World of the Fifth Element seems like it warrants far more depth to explain, but sadly you never get any. Yes, 100%. So there's nothing there that is the thing. Shaz, it doesn't look like I can. Unless it's in something like sporting goods. It might be under sporting goods. Let's see. Treadmill, soccer, Power Max, rock wall, speedy pole. No, it's not there. I don't think it'll be under parties. No, it's not under parties. Maybe miscellaneous? But I can't see it being under miscellaneous. Dragon egg. Magic mirror, a cane. No! It's not here. Augie born on the 4th of July. There you go. Yeah, I completely agree. That sucks. That you can't find, or that you can't buy it. That totally sucks. 100%. So you have to go to China to learn martial arts, or even to practice martial arts. She can meditate. So, like, let me pause the game real quick. It says that she can meditate by going somewhere quiet, but I don't see it. Clicking around, there's nothing there. Now, I did notice that there is under the lifetime rewards. If I move down here, there is a thing. Here it is, Extraordinator. It turns your house into a place of meditation. But that's 20,000 points, and we only have under 6,000. So, it's gonna be a while before we can get that. But now part of me is like, can I buy it in the store? Or is it only a lifetime reward thing? I'm thinking that's only a lifetime reward thing. So, oh well. Bees, the woman's dog on the bus, is having a full freak out. Oh, the poor doggo. And poor you as well. Shaz, you love, like, Supernatural. Same. 100%. Same. Love stuff like that. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and save and quit because it's 3 hours now into the stream. We've done a lot of stuff with our sim today. I am very, very happy with how much we've done. Now I am really, really hoping that Since Rock once has redeemed us to do this again next week, we still haven't done her lifetime reward, so I am hoping that we'll be able to finish her lifetime wish next week before she dies. I'm really, really hoping that we can because that would just be absolutely awesome if we could. So hold on, itchy nose, itchy nose. So yeah, that would be really cool. So fingers crossed that we are able to get her lifetime wish sorted before before she dies and before the end of next week. But we'll have to wait and see. So my friends, instead of raiding, because I have to get up early tomorrow to go view this house, so we're just gonna end the stream instead of raiding out tonight. Um, but I do recommend if you have time, please go and give your love to another streamer. Um, Depending on who all is online, uh, I'm just very tired. I'm just very, very tired, and there's no one online right now that I follow who is playing The Sims 4, so that's absolutely fine. So, my friends, thank you so much for being here and joining me today. Bees, I hope you have a very safe remainder of your journey to um, wherever it is you're going to in Washington State. Please take care of yourselves. Shaz, give your doggos a scritch for me. Augie, I hope that you enjoy the rest of your night. Shaz, have a wonderful day. Same with you as well, Bees. And everyone else, thank you so much. Special thanks, by the way, to Bees for the Prime sub, Opting for the stream streak, Rock for the stream streak. Y'all are freaking awesome. Also, Augie for the stream streak and Rock for the resub. Seriously, there's a lot, a lot of things to go through tonight, isn't there? But anyway, I will see you all on um, Monday night, 8 p.m. UK time, or Tuesday morning at like 5 a.m. if you're Shaz. But until then, my friends, have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe, stay hydrated. I'll see you all Monday. Bye.